What is up guys, WhipsyBL here brings you even more Final Fantasy. Originally I was supposed to have a co-commentator on this, but he, for whatever reason, decided not to show up at all. So I will be doing this by myself. We'll see whether or not he ever decides to turn up, but whatever. That's the case it now is, and that's how it's going to be. In terms of random encounters, I'm going to, well, what should I say, cut them out depending on three different factors, such as, is it a fixed encounter, can I run from it, and how long does it take before the battle is over. I'd say anything that takes more than 3 or 4 turns, something like that, is something I will cut out. Battles I can't run from, aside from the obvious fixed encounters, there are also wizard battles. So some of them are staying here, but not all of them. And I cut down a little time as well, so that's all good. Okay. So there's quite a bit going into this. Not that much though, but there's enough in the sense that I'd say you should be around level 12 before doing this. I don't even remember what level I was, and it hardly even matters. If you've been grinding like I have, you have enough pretty much. Also get used to seeing what you just saw there. Last hit is an instant poison. For whatever reason. It's like playing Pokemon. Your enemies can use status effects 100% of the times against you, while when you try to use them, they're not at all effective and they're failing constantly. Piece of shit. Whatever. But the main goal of this, after you visited, excuse my English, after you visited the sage, you have gotten yourself the earth rod, and now you can shatter the plate or whatever it now is, and, well, work your way down to the Lich, basically. This was kind of an interesting battle for me because, if you don't know or have forgotten or whatever, I have not at any point fought against any of the fiends in this game. Well, I have in Dawn of Souls, but not in the original Final Fantasy. So this was an interesting one to do. Mainly because, like I've said already, Marsh Cave pretty much destroyed my motivation with this game. But after completing Dawn of Souls and now doing this playthrough, it has kind of given me the motivation necessary to finish this, I suppose you could say. I also recently finished the Mega Man 3 No Death playthrough, and that turned out to be a lot harder than I had expected, and you don't need me to commentate what happened there. But I will probably not do any more Mega Man for quite a while, since it's getting repetitive, I gotta say. I like Mega Man 4 a lot, but I just don't have the motivation for that. As of right now, I'm working on a different game in that category, Bionic Commando. I have yet to beat it, but my problem is I just don't know how to move on from a certain point, so it's not so much that I'm having problems and, well, aside from not knowing where to go now. But the interesting thing here is it's not as difficult as I might have feared, and a no-death run of it is definitely possible from my point of view. Remember this spot because it's a fixed encounter. So that's worth knowing. And I decided to be a smartass and use Bane. It's an instant kill move in case you don't know. And this is the result. all but one dies. And of course, it is the only one I did not target. Piece of shit. Whatever. It worked out better than I expected, so no biggie. Also, I did not know this at the time I did this, but the wizard ogres are weak to ice, according to the sources I used. The sphinx here I had never seen before, so I did not know what I was going into with this. But I figured attacking each one once and then using Ice 2 twice, it should be enough to take them down. Well, if it was that easy, I would not be saying it the way I'm now saying it, would I? No, not at all. So, second attack, Ice 2, I expected at least one of them to die, but no. And then my fighter misses again. And my white mage misses a second time. This is already turning out to be quite the battle. White mage misses, fighter misses as well. And I'm taking damage all over, and even my thief misses. Lucky for me that magic is not bound by an accuracy check. It just hits automatically, but how much damage you do is dependent on many other things. Well, you could say that your magic is a sense of security, in a way. But we get about 8500 gil. I really wish I could learn that it's gil and not gold, but whatever. The sphinxes have 228 HP, and the only thing they're not weak against is quake. Well, it's ineffective. They have wings, so they can just fly away from an earthquake, so obviously they won't be captured in one. But they have no weak spots, so you're pretty much doomed in that sense. And yep, I stepped back into the fixed encounter. Now I'm not going to be a smartass here and use Bane again. Instant kill moves are, from my experience, very unreliable. I just used it the first time because I expected against the Lich battle I would only use Fire Free once or twice anyway, so... And I had one to spare, so that's pretty much the reason why I chose to do that. I'm thirsty. Delicious. The hyenas themselves don't have that much going for them, just slash at them or whatever. Wizard ogres have about 144 HP, and the green ogres are about 130 something. There's nothing worse to me right now than running into these Cocrices. They have maybe 50 HP or something like that, but if they stone more than 2 of my guys, I'm screwed. I only have 2 soft potions, so do not want to miss too much of that. And now you're going to witness even more bullshit. Survives on 9 HP. Or, no, that's gotta be more. Yeah, 9. Survives on 9 HP, and I run away because the thief is amazing at running away from battles. I don't get any more angry when I waste a spell and not getting anything in return. Like running away from a battle, not getting the money I was wanting. Now, fuck gym classes. If you want to see me sweat, just watch me sweat while a Cocrices is attacking, and then me worrying over whether or not it's going to stone my person, or if another one attacks. So, that's the way that goes. There's 2 more fixed encounters here, one I could have avoided, potentially, I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with where they put the zones, I just have an idea of it. But aside from the final battle, there's only two, this fixed encounter and then one more. And no, the next one is not as long as this one, thankfully. So allow me to explain a little about the Lich battle. There's a safe way to do it, and there's an insane way. Not an insane, the word just slipped my mind. There is a right way to do it, which is the safe way, and then you can totally not play it safe. And when I'm saying that, you can probably guess which way I did it. No, not the first way. For whatever reason, I didn't want to play it safe. I'm not sure why. Sorry. I'm not sure why I didn't play it safe, but I had just looked online that they said, if you have this instead of this, just go all out, otherwise play it safe, because you can pretty much predict what his first move is going to be. But the problem with this is you have no way of knowing if he will get the first turn or you will get yours. And when I say you will get yours, I mean your white mage. He needs the first turn, otherwise whatever you do with the white, what you choose to do with the white mage will either then be effective or completely ineffective. Now there's only 2 treasure rooms that we need, and it's all on the 4th floor. And the only thing we really need is a silver shield, so you can skip the other room if that's what you want. But like I said with the Lich, you need, if you want any effect at all, or the best possible outcome, as I suppose you could say, you want the white mage to have the first turn. Because the Lich, it doesn't really matter what game I play, I think. In Dawn of Souls he was always consistent with his first move, so I think he is here as well. He will use Ice 2, and if you want any effect at all, it's anti-ice you have to use. And I can almost tell you right now, he's more than guaranteed to get his first turn anyways, so you might as well attack him without using anti-ice. What happens on the second turn though, I'm not sure if anything is given or whatever. I cannot say with certain that you will get your first turn on the second go, but that's the way it is, I guess. There's nothing special on the 5th floor, so we just head right to the battle. Of course, we get a few encounters. Depending on how you handled Astor's castle, depending on whether you used the mystic key there or not, this might be the first or second time that you meet mummies. There are mummies scripted as a fixed encounter there, and they're pretty good for grinding actually. But if you don't want to do the risky giant grinding that I did. The fiend's ball cracks open, an ominous cloud rises and an evil shape conceals. It is Lich, the fiend of earth. He has 400 HP and can do quite a bit of magic, but he's also undead, so he's weak to harm and fire. And like I already explained here, he's more than likely to get the first turn, so using anti-ice is pretty useless whatsoever. At least I don't see any point on using it the first turn. If you're weak when you go into this, you might want to, but it's pretty much all depending on what you want to do. So on this second turn, I'm praying I'm going to destroy him, otherwise I'm screwed if he uses magic again. And I got a high damage, so it's all good. So now that the fiend is defeated, or the first one at least, I heal up because I might risk another encounter after that battle, or at least I feared I was going to. And I can always justify my fears no matter what. Yep, like I said. Remember that the random encounters go off on a step counter. It has nothing to do with randomness. Not as much as it otherwise could have been. And after that you might be wondering, what the heck was that about? You'll see quite soon actually. But not right now. And now I want payback after what happened. And I can get a bit of extra money because I need about 65,000 when I reach Crescent Lake. It was not something I had considered at first. I just knew I needed 60,000 and I just thought I had all the armor I needed otherwise, but that didn't turn out to be the case. So there's a minor grinding session afterwards, but it's not too long. And no, I did not include it, so you don't have to watch that and be bored by it. If you're bored by anything, it's my commentary. Whatever. But like anything, we heal up. You don't need to save or anything. You can if you want to, but I'm not done yet, so no point in that. And there's pretty much nothing that can kill me for what I'm doing right now. And as always, I'm trying to figure out the map code. And now you can see here that stepping on that pad, which did that weird light thingy, it's something you have to do after each fiend battle, and it shines up one of your orbs. Now I cannot show you anything directly on the map, but I can give you an idea of where to go. Luckily, the Earth is, or whatever planet we're on here, is round. So if you just keep going to the left, the map will just repeat itself from the other end. So that's always nice. So it's faster to go this way as opposed to the other way. Or that's just the way I figure it. I doubt it even matters that much anyways. Now you might be wondering why the heck I would even include these random encounters, and that's just to give you an idea of what to expect once you reach Crescent Lake. The scorpions are not that scary as they were back in Mark's Cave or Elfland. However, they're not the biggest force to be reckoned with, but can still be annoying. Also considering the fact that they can poison you. His last hit, and it's a poison. What fucking shit. It's like Weedle and Poison Sting. It has 100% effect chance of poisoning you. It doesn't matter what you do, blah blah blah. Fucking shit. I think I forgot to mention something. Lich has 400 HP. I'm very sorry about that. You can also meet giants here. And so I'm bound to get the question like, you wanted to grind against the giants in Terra cavern in a very risky manner, but you can meet them in Crescent Lake and there's a town nearby. So why do the risky strat? The reason for that should be quite obvious, but if it isn't, I will explain it. Back in Terra cavern, the giants are fixed encounters. You are guaranteed to get them. As opposed to here, you can run into tons of stuff before even getting a single giant, let alone. And also you have to contend with the fact that these guys, or other monsters you can meet here, are poisonous. So you won't be saving that much in the end regardless. Of course, an argument from the other side is that you can run into geists and so on and get paralyzed forever and just die, so admittedly it is way riskier than anything you could otherwise do. But I just used the one back there because it's closer by, as well as It's just a way I'm used to doing it, so that's how it is, really. These centipedes are poisonous, which, even after looking it up, I don't understand it. I could not find anyone who said they were poisonous or any source claiming it. Could just be that my sources aren't as informative, but they weren't poisonous back in Dawn of Souls, so that's kind of weird, but whatever. Regardless, we heal up, which costs 200 gil now, so use it wisely. Not that 200 is a lot, but if you're low, you might want to reconsider it a little bit. But we're going to get one of the better items here, from a circle of mages. And if you don't, there's only one of them worth speaking to, and I'll show you which one that is. This guy right here. Great job vanquishing the Earth Fiend. Now the Fire Fiend wakes. With this cano, go to the volcano and vanquish her. Didn't quite read what it said, but that doesn't matter. So, you don't have to go to the volcano and defeat the Fire Fiend. The road is pretty much open to you now, so you can go to Ice Cavern and get the floater, then you can use the floater to get the airship, and then you can use the airship to go to the Citadel of Trials and then get a level up, or rank upgrade. What you do now doesn't matter, like in what order you want to do it, that's up to you. Right here I buy a buckler for my thief, it's the only shield he can use for now until he become a ninja. Sounds weird, I know. And apparently I didn't have silver gauntlets, so I had to buy those as well. Kind of weird since I expected to get them, but that could just be something I would get from either the volcano or the ice cavern. I'm not too sure though, but I'm pretty sure I would get it from either one of those two places. So now I'm in a grinding session until I have 60,000. We only need 3 spells in total. Technically more, but I'm going to buy more later. For the black mage it's lightning free. The rest are instant kill spells and they are useless in my opinion. For the white mage you buy soft and invisible too. I considered buying exit, but it's much more useful in Dawn of Souls. Even then you wouldn't use it, so I'm just going to buy invisibility too. I don't know whether or not I will buy fog too, but we'll see by then. And that puts an end to this episode. I shall see you next time when I decide to. I don't know what I will do, but I will do something. Take care, peace out.